32 past with the breaking news. In Virginia, one firefighter is dead and more than a dozen others injured after a house exploded overnight. Here's how neighbors described that blast.
What happened? What happened? A house exploded?
My whole house was shaking for a few seconds. Boom. What I really thought is that somebody went inside my driveway and crashed into my garage. That's how it felt. Boom! A huge explosion.
Wow. NBC's Ali Rafa is following that story for us. What are you hearing, Ali, about the fire and rescue officials this afternoon? Any updates?
Yeah, Alex, total devastation is how the assistant fire chief described this home explosion this morning. And a few hours ago, we received an update from the Loudoun County fire team about how this blast happened. Officials say firefighters responded to reports of a gas smell in Sterling, Virginia, which is just outside of Washington, D.C. Shortly after arriving on scene, they say that firefighters found a leaking 500-gallon underground propane tank adjacent to one of these homes, and they say the odor from that leak was migrating into the home. They say that shortly after that, firefighters entered to be able to evacuate 2 people and some pets. Units on scene then reported a, quote, catastrophic explosion that caused multiple maydays of firefighters down inside the home and injured outside the home. That sparked a very chaotic scene, officials say, as they tried to count how many firefighters were in need of help as they were trapped inside of the home, trying to be able to go inside and rescue them. They say that 10 firefighters, as well as the 2 occupants of the home, were taken to local hospitals with injuries ranging from minor to severe. And tragically, one firefighter, his name is Trevor Brown of the Sterling Volunteer Fire Company, was killed in the explosion. Here's Chief Keith Johnson of the Loudoun County Fire Department talking about that loss.
As fire chief, it's the worst thing we could possibly do, right? It's a thing we trained for not to do. In a sense, we lost a family member. We lost one of our own as a system. Doesn't matter if it's career or volunteer, we lost a family member. And quite frankly, it's like losing one of our own. In another sense, it's proud that, quite frankly, we're probably lucky we only have one fatality. 14 people injured. Our folks were in that house when it exploded, and that's a miracle.
Brown was 45 years old and is survived by his wife and 3 children. And Alex, as far as the cause of this blast, officials say they don't have a complete answer at this time. They assume that leaking propane tank had a large part of the reason why this house exploded, but they stress that the investigation is still ongoing.